as nice as possible.
Yeah, that's the garage. I got a brand new coming.
That's some real G stuff, man. You got the OGs with the cigars. You feel me? What's the best cigar, Marshall?
But don't see, contrary to popular belief that Cubans are the best, there are phenomenal cigars that you could get domestically. We talking. I will say, my top cigar brands plural. Number one would be Drew Estate. I've never smoked Liga 9, L40, Flying Pig, the Java Mint one, Fat Bottom Betty, Undercrown, Maduro. Like, I love Drew Estate. Liga 9 for sure, right? Foundation Cigars has some pretty good sticks. I like LFD. By the way, that Andalusian Bull is phenomenal. So no, there's a bunch of domestic sticks that I will put up against a Cuban stick any day.
So I'm Cuban. My mom's family. Yeah, my mom's family came in 1959 to get away from the communists.
I got to pour up my champagne. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My dad's Sicilian. So my dad's Sicilian. My mom's from Cuba. So I'm a first generation.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Yep. I was the first one in my family born in this country.
Nice.
Yep. This is a Padilla.
Mm-hmm.
These are pretty good. And then I have a couple of actual Cohibas that I shouldn't have. From the last time my cousin went to Cuba. So those are in the box in the cold. I love these things, man. I would smoke one every day if I could afford it, but you can't be doing all that.
No, absolutely not.
No.
The finest.
High quality beverage, Welch. This guy.
It's the finest. I have the finest. The finest wine. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I was on the Cohiba train when I was in Canada. I could buy cigars.
Yeah.
So I had when I first started smoking cigars back in 2007, was getting my hands on nice sticks. Monte Cristo, the Open Eagle, the Cohiba Maduro 51. Man, it was crazy. And then as I got better, and more well versed aficionado, if you will, then I found my path.
Oh, let me turn this damn phone off. These women, man. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, these over 45 white ladies in Roseville are no joke, man. It's a dangerous living around here.
Hey, man, I bet.
I bet there is.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Well,
get it.
We gotta start about the game of the century. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Reardon versus Boston was the game of the century. I don't even know where to start with that, man. Because Marshall, I don't know if you got a chance to watch it on that website, but yeah. I know Jake did when I was there live vlogging. And I have to say, bro, that Folsom versus Reardon game was a California classic. Jake, there was at least 5 minimum future NFL players at that game, bro.
I believe it.
Yeah, 5 minimum. And I don't even know where to start. I'll probably start off with saying this because he came at me at the game. We ain't really come at me, but we talked. But Jamison Powell is the best wide receiver in all of California. He's better than Chris Henry Jr. Huh?
He's very good,
bro.
Henry Jr.
Yeah, bro. If you. Yeah. He's better than Chris Henry Jr., bro. And I got to give it up. The boy had about 170, with including the backup quarterback, bro. Jamison Powell is the best wide receiver in all of California, bro. After that, bro.
I just want to ask a question. Please stop just saying outlandish statements.
It's not outlandish.
We know we have to stop.
And that's why he cut out because yeah, that's why he disappeared because God heard the ignorance.
My 2 cents is this, right? So he is fantastic, man. He's really good, and of course, he's going to go play Division I football, and then who knows what else after that. I think what Coach Marsh is saying, and I don't want to speak for him, but when you look at him in terms of and when I say him, the Folsom kid, his high school performances and awesome, but in terms of like long-term stock and size and all of that stuff, dude, Henry's kid is on another level. I mean, that guy is like Megatron, ridiculous.
Chris Henry Jr. is not like Megatron, but
listen,
I'm gonna tell you now, Chris Henry Jr. is not better than Tristan Keys.
Can we stop this? We gotta stop. He's the number one galaxy right now, bro. You gotta stop.
Mm-hmm.
No, you gotta stop. I'm tired of this.
J-Mo's better than him.
Here we go.
Bro.
We got a lot of games to cover, man. We can't be arguing about.
I just want to make it clear that I buy in no way, shape, form, or fashion with that statement. I think the kid you're talking about is pretty good, but when we get to throwing out best in California, now we got to stop that shit. We got to.
Especially yards after catch. J-Mo's way better than Chris Henry Jr. yards after catch.
Dude, okay, what about the kid from Pittsburgh? That's going there.
Mosley?
Nasty. So we can't say. We got to stop this just throwing it out.
Yards after catch, J-Mo's the best in the damn whole state of California. Yards after catch, bro. The dude scored 2 touchdowns off screens, bro.
Okay, what does that mean? What school is he going to?
Oregon State.
Okay, Chris Henry Jr. has Ohio State, USC, and what's the third one?
I don't know.
One of the big ones.
Yeah. So
he's better than J-Mo, though.
Stop it.
He's not better than J-Mo, and I stamp on that. And he's not better than Christian Keys.
That's your opinion. That is your opinion.
What's happening? Steelers fan? It's not. But
let's move
on. To stay on topic about the game of the century, though. But
you're talking about after the 2000s, right?
I don't know. Jake's been in the game longer. Jake, where do you rank that Folsom versus Reardon game?
Oh, the game itself?
The game itself. Where do you rank that out of all the games?
So here's my deal, right? Is I've been involved in a few and I've watched. Probably the greatest one I ever watched as a spectator was 93 when De La Salle went down and played Long Beach Poly? Was it 93, Marsh? 94. Maybe before.
No, I think that was in the early 2000s. 2003, 2004.
Maurice Drew was on the team?
Yeah.
And then Long Beach Poly had the tight end that's still playing right now in the NFL, Mercedes Lewis. Yeah. And that was unreal.
That was box office. So where do you rank this one?
It's in the top 5.
It has to be. Would you put it at the top 5? Would you put it at 2?
Maybe.
Would you have to let it grow for a little minute?
We would have to put it like everything else, and probably like one of the things I want to talk about here, like going forward for us, and where, like when we're picking games and doing all this stuff, like I have to do a better job. I'm going to tell you right now, like on the Central East thing, mea culpa, right? I dropped the ball on that one because I should have watched more film on those dudes. I should have gotten a kind of a better look at it. And so in relations to the top 5 games, other than the Long Beach Poly De La Salle, like I'd have to sit there and kind of like put them back up, but it definitely is in the top 5. I mean, it was back and forth, great athletes, physicality on both sides of the line, guys getting smacked.
30 points scored in the first half, Marsh.
Yeah. Michael Mitchell is the truth.
Yeah, but the thing about this, though, I'm glad we talked about Michael Mitchell. But the thing about that, though, he missed some passes to end the game, though.
He did.
He missed some passes to end the game. And shout out to his father, because one thing I loved about his father, man, after he hugged him and everything, he told him why they lost. The penalties hurt Reardon. The missed throws hurt him. You know what I'm saying? And he missed because I told people Travis number 13 had to play the game on number 17 on Reardon. I keep forgetting his name. And it was that pass where they threw it deep and he was open, but it was a bad throw. He had to slow down, kind of adjust it. It wasn't here. it was more here.
Mm-hmm.
Travis may have got the face mask a little bit, but I don't know. But that was the play of the game for me. That was the play of the game, and Ryder Line going in and getting hit like that.
Yeah.
One thing I will say this with Ryder Line, I wish he would stop taking contact. But I get it. He's young. He's a big guy that can move. And I just wish he'd just learn to avoid some contact. But I get it. You know, it's going to the end of your season, and you wanna give it your all. But when he goes off to the next level, he needs to, you know, learn how to, hey, bro, I can't take these.
Yeah.
He's a mobile running quarterback. He's the RPO type guy that could make plays. Like, it's high school. The big games, you're going to do what you're going to do. Here's the thing.
But he was running out of bounds, Marshall.
Oh, I get that. But it's high school. You know how it go. Like, the dude is physically put together. High school is nothing like the next level.
No. Yeah, facts. But the thing is, a lot of people don't know, Ryder Line played this whole season 70%. He was never 100% after that Green game.
A lot of players who really,
I think his left ankle or something, his left leg, whatever, it was hurting the whole year, and he was limping. He was played the whole season limping.
Okay, so can I say this? People who really play ball and know ball, nobody's 100%.
No, but like him, he wasn't 100% all year.
Get that, but there's a lot of guys like that, so I don't even want to hear that.
Anyway, Ryder Line, I sent him a DM. We talked over DM. I love you, bro. It's all good. It's all love. I'm praying for your recovery. You know what I'm saying? And it's love. I talked to him in the DMs. We had a conversation a little bit, just tad bit conversation, and it's love.
Change your opinion.
Huh?
Who's the best quarterback in California?
Who's the best quarterback in California? Shit. That boy Brody low-key made his case that night, boy. I ain't even finna lie to you, boy. That boy Brody. But who's the best quarterback in California? I'm gonna say this to say this. I'm glad you asked that question. The best quarterback in California.
I'm asking you your opinion.
I'm gonna say this. All of them. And I'm gonna say why all of them.
I'll be right back. You keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna say all of them. I'm gonna say, and I'm glad we're using this platform to speak. And I had a chance to talk with Ryder Line's dad when talking about this. So I told Ryder Line, I was telling when I went to Folsom, and I was telling people at the crowd in Folsom, I said, bro, the main thing I was doing was trying to get kids exposure that needed some exposure. I was throwing stones at Folsom and Ryder Line because, you know, Folsom is the biggest thing out here in NorCal, damn near behind De La Salle. Would you agree? Yeah. So I was throwing shots at them just so I can get kids. And when people get on my page, they see that, look, there's really good kids over here. You know what I'm saying? And the people, the fans like at Jake, they understood what I was doing. They understood the mission. You know what I'm saying? We know Ryder Line is great, but I used his name to get other athletes some notoriety. There was kids and parents coming up to me. It was like, man, I would have never known who Ali Banks was if you never posted. I remember I went to a game down there of Fresno Central East versus Pittsburgh. They was like, man, that kid Joey at Wood Creek is really good. Mm-hmm. So it was all just a clickbait to get you to pay attention to the other talent out here in California and in Vegas.
Yeah, and it's a good thing, dude. I told you that the first when you and I had chatted early on in this whole thing, and part of the reason I agreed to come on here and hang out with you guys, which is fun and everything, but I think it's got a greater purpose, and the greater purpose is SoCal is a massive media market, right? And so if you're playing at Bosco or Mater Dei or Crespi or whatever, all those schools down there, Santa Margarita, obviously, then you're by default, right? You're out there in front of it. And so up here, right, for whatever reason, even in the age of technology, we're still a little bit behind in terms of getting our kids kind of out in front. And so anything like this or anything that we can do to get our guys out there, then I will do it. because I think we have very talented kids here. I think we have very good coaches in this area too.
Yeah. In Northern California, athletes are slept on and the coaches are slept on. So all I was just trying to do was to get the whole world, to get all of the West Coast. Hey, NorCal has a lot of talent and nobody is talking about them. Yes, I have to say outlanding, outrageous bullcrap to get you to see it. You to see it. And when I went to Folsom, people thought Folsom was going to be mad at me. I had one ignorant dude kind of friendly shouldered me while I was walking. And what dude, because when Folsom was losing, what dude screamed out, "Hey, man, you're a damn curse." I was like, God damn. So I had to go to the damn Reardon side. They said I had to go over there to balance out the curse. I was like, God damn, I just can't win with y'all. But they said I had the only way for Coach Carl to end the Coach Carl curse. They said I had to go on the Folsom side and root for Folsom. So the Coach Carl curse is officially broken. But with that said, though, bro, Ryder's dad wasn't mad at me, Jake. It was crazy, bro, because that low-key, it made my day. I'm going to tell you why it made my day. So we over there, because you've been to Folsom, and we had to begin in front of the end zone where everybody leaves out. And, I'm hugging the Reardon players. I'm dapping up the Folsom players. And remind you, Ryder is hurt, and the family, they're all trying to get to the hospital because, you ain't trying to go home. So he was in a rush. He walked past everybody. Walked past me at first, then turned around and said, "Hey, aren't you that Coach Carr guy?" And he dapped me up. He said, "I love what you're doing. Please keep doing it." You know what I'm saying? And he understood the mission. And it was like, that was dope. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, damn, Ryder's dad, you know what I'm saying? And that Lions family is a very powerful goddamn name, man. So, you know what I'm saying? So for him to understand that, and then Joe's dad, number 6 from Folsom, that tore his leg, he came up to me and gave me some dap, and he was like, "Man, thank you for the things you had said to my son." You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, they understood it completely. No one in Folsom was offended of the things I said.
Well, one of the things that's going to end up happening, here's the reality of a show like this. In order to make an omelet, you're going to have to break some eggs. That's just the long and short of it. And so sometimes we're going to say things on here. We're going to pick, people are going to get butthurt, and they're going to say, I'll tell you this. Every time that I have, we've kind of thrown these teams out there and said, "Hey, what about this one? What about that one?" The only time that for me personally that I've picked one that I look at it and I go, damn, I was just flat out wrong because I didn't watch film, was Central East. If you look at the rest of those picks from Friday, we were either right on or pretty damn close. And I'm not doing it based on emotions or because I like somebody or don't like somebody or whatever. And you see these people in the comments that get all butthurt and stuff. It's like, dude, I watched the film. I can tell you they were in this coverage and maybe they shouldn't have been, or, hey, they ran this and whatever. I'm not doing it because I'm doing it because we're coming on here and we're saying, hey, let's give Coach Marsh has coached forever. I've coached for a long time. We have a pretty informed opinion, and we're going to give is it going to be right all the time? Hell no. Vegas would be calling us to place the bets and stuff if we were right all the time. But I think if you go back and look at what we picked going into this, I think we were like 5-1.
Yeah.
So I'll take it.
I think a lot of times, and this is on a serious note, I think a lot of times people have a misconception. Like, dude, we know what we're talking about. Like I said, I played high-level high school, D1, fresh out of high school, NFL, fucking a Hall of Fame career in the Canadian Football League. And I've been coaching 12 years at the JUCO level, 1 year high school and the rest JUCO. We don't play for those players also. So we're just going based on body of work and what we believe that is going to happen based on what we've been seeing. So when me and Carl was at the Pittsburgh game, I went to Fresno State. Fresno's my second home. My OG is out there. You know what I'm saying? Garnett, shout out to G. It wasn't me picking based on I'm gonna just go with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is historically a very good program. I personally used to be in the league with Pittsburgh before I went to McClymonds when I was at Berkeley High. So, and I got a lot of homeboys that played there that were phenomenal guys. You know the guys I'm talking about, the '90s Pittsburgh Pirates.
Oh yeah.
I mean, who knew? At the end of the day, Central East came out and did their thing. Me and Carl's at the game. I'm texting him because I'm sitting on the Pittsburgh side. He's on the Central East side. Mm-hmm. And there were multiple times where there was just butt naked receivers wide open without a defender 5, 6, 7, 10 yards away from them, just wide open touchdown. And I don't think Pittsburgh's front was prepared because they really wasn't getting pressure. And there was times when there should have been sacks. Am I right, Carl? And there just wasn't. The quarterback was able to finesse his way out of there and throw that ball. So shout out to Central East. They did their thing. And if I had to do it all over again, I'd pick Pittsburgh again. But I was wrong.
You're so ignorant.
No, I'm not.
Look, I'll tell you why I did it. I can tell you exactly why I did it. I did it because the only things that I had to look at, right, that were even remotely comparable, I looked at Grant. Right, wrong, or whatever, right? They had lost that game, right? So I looked at that one. And then I looked at Pittsburgh De La Salle was a very close game. So I looked at those two and I went, all right, Central lost to Grant, maybe that, and I didn't think about how long ago it was and that there was a bunch of turnovers. We're not making $100,000 a year to do this, right? We're just here kind of like,
yeah.
Watch some film. If I have a chance on the side, I'll watch a little bit and get a little bit informed. But I do think as we go along here, that's a lesson for me, the Central East. If I'm ever going to pick or look at a team that's kind of outside of this area that I haven't seen very much, I'm going to stop for a second and watch a little bit of film because that one I will take. I jacked that one up.
But
bro, y'all got Fresno booming in the damn city, bro. They're still booming in the comments. I'm like,
sorry.
Would it be fair to say? Would it be fair to say? None of us thought that game was going to be what it was.
No,
I did. No, you did. It was you. Yeah. They jumped out whooping their ass. I didn't.
They did. They jumped on that ass.
Me and you, because I'm texting you. I'm like, bruh.
Mark, it was so bad. Mark said, "Bro, it's too cold to be out here. I'm leaving."
I left almost at the end of the third quarter. It was over with.
Hey, them boys came, bro. Fresno, the whole hood of Fresno came up to the Bay and shut the Bay down. The only thing Pitt had that was good that Fresno couldn't stop was that goddamn band because that band is phenomenal. Shout out to Pittsburgh band. Pittsburgh got probably the best band in the goddamn nation, low key, boy. I rock with Pittsburgh band, boy. That band is legendary, man.
Hey, was Central East the only road team to win? They might have been.
It might have been because Mac
Bishop O'Dowd
beat up on Roseville.
Did Bishop O'Dowd play away?
Were they at home? I think they were at home. Because look, Wood Creek away lost.
El Cerrito was away.
Away lost.
Yeah,
El Cerrito was at home. They won.
Yeah.
Right?
Roseville was at
Kennedy. Kennedy won. I think they were. Someone said in some flash. Kennedy. Hey, was they away?
Kennedy won. Okay.
It was they away. Maybe. Someone said I traveled to Pittsburgh to watch Central East game, and it's sad that Pittsburgh witnessed a team 2 hours away from them belt than their own home field.
Good thing Grant caught them early. Yeah, you're right.
Just because your home team don't automatically make you the win. I got
Pacifica won away.
Yeah, I was just talking about NorCal. I didn't even look at any of the scores down there, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah. Hey, let me say this, too. Boy, them boys at Falston are damn superstars. Boy, let me tell you about that boy, Rob Larson. Man, after that damn game, Rob Larson, bro, he had all the honeys jumping on him after the damn game. You thought he was an NFL player. Let me say, Rob Larson is the second coming of Justin Bieber before the crackhead Justin Bieber, boy. He even had mamas looking at him. I said, what the? Bro, it was crazy. I feel sorry for all the dudes, all the young men that go to Folsom, and you got to compete with dudes like Ryder Line and Rob Larson in your girls' DMs. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Truth be told, boy, I have to share this story, bro. I ain't gonna say that though. There was a kid that Folsom that DM'd me. He said, "Hey, man, Rob Larson slid in my girls' DMs. What do I do?"
You know what you do.
Go to the gym. You said what? Marsh?
Sayonara, baby.
I told that man, like Teddy, I told that man, I think you need to let it go. Go ahead and hit that weight room, boy. I told that boy, bro, he had all the young honeys jumping on him at that game. I ain't never seen nothing like it, bro. Bro, you thought he was, bro. Like I said, bro, I feel sorry for any dude that got a girlfriend that go to Folsom, Ryder Lines, and Rob Larson at that darn school, bro. Man, I feel bad for you. Rob Larson ain't just a problem on the field. He's a problem off the field. Bro, his nickname is Freakio.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
Bro. I just want to throw that, bro. It was an experience. But back to that Central East game, though. But I want to say this. I think now, I'm not saying everyone has caught up to De La Salle, but at this point, De La Salle ain't the De La Salle back in the 90s and early 2000s. I think everybody needs to get a shot. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody need to get a shot at that. Everybody got to get a shot at that open, man.
You can't say everybody.
Well, what I mean by everybody, I mean the Reardons, the Folsom.
No, I agree. I'm just saying we all know De La Salle is not the De La Salle of the 90s. That 53-game win streak, that era is long gone. When they lost that game, I think it was to Bellevue up in Washington in like 2004. Here's the thing too. And a lot of people don't think a lot of people think too far into it. Gentrification has changed the landscape of high school football as well. 100%. Because a lot of kids who no longer live in the area where those schools are. So now, for example, I'll give you an example, and my people down in Fresno can vouch for this, whether it's yay or nay. When I was in Fresno at Fresno State, all the good talent was on the west side of Fresno, where Edison of Fresno is.
Yeah,
it was sending guys, I like phenomenal athletes coming out of there, right? What I've been told was a lot of those kids that live in that area don't live there no more, and they're going to other schools. A lot of Central Easts and other schools, McLean and Clovis North and Clovis West and all those schools, right? So it dilutes the talent pool. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of kids that are from West Oakland that no longer live in West Oakland that if they would be going to McClymonds.
Yeah.
So, and they're building more high schools. Like in Stockton, I feel like you got too many high schools. When I was coming up, the Pittsburgh and Antioch, I don't remember, what are the newer schools out there? You have
Deer Valley.
And that dilutes the talent pool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, for example, Berkeley, open enrollment, a lot of people that was going to Berkeley High when I went there were some people living in deep East Oakland, catching a BART all the way to Berkeley. And that's the only high school in Berkeley. You get what I'm saying? So I think a combination of gentrification, people having to move and scatter around, and then let's just keep it 100. High school sports today is much different than it was in the 90s. There's a lot of recruiting going on, and there's a lot of other little things going on. So yeah, I don't think you'll ever see a team dominate for 2 decades ever again.
No, I think if you had told most people, let's say, I don't know, 5 years ago, hey, Reardon's going to be in the open game, and God, they would have looked at you like you were out of your mind.
Right.
But Adair comes in, they start, putting resources into it and doing outreach. and now all of a sudden they look like, and they are very much so, contender.
Facts.
But that's the beauty of De La Salle is this, like what we're talking about is the ebb and flow of programs, right? And like when I was coaching at Palo Alto in the late 90s, we played James Logan kind of at their height.
Mm-hmm.
There was a BART station across the street, and the dudes were getting off the little train every day and going to school there. Neil Fromson was the coach.
Yeah.
And they were good, man. And we went there in 90, I think 97, 98, and we pulled the upset. They had Jackie Crooks and all those guys. Like, whoa. And the turf stadium at that time was a big deal. And look at James Logan now. They're kind of middle of the pack. They're okay, whatever, coaching turnover. So it just goes to show you that De La Salle has kind of stood the test of time. And there's a few others. Pitt, they will not let Pitt in that school district. They tried to build another high school, and the people went nuts. And they said, no way, one high school in Pittsburgh. And they put all their resources there, and you can see the result. So anyway.
Let me say this real quick, Jake. What I'm most impressed with Pittsburgh is similar to how you were just alluding to a few seconds ago with De La Salle. No matter what, De La Salle is still De La Salle. They may not be the dominant De La Salle of the 90s, but hell, they're top 25 every year. They're the number one top 3 team in the whole state of California every year. So to your point, they have the foundation built, and they've continued to bring in people. And you, like MJD, you get former alumni to come and make sure that thing stays the way it needs to be. That's what I'm impressed with. Now with Pittsburgh, what I was most impressed with, that is, to be honest with you, one of the better high school programs in terms of environment. They had about 40 cheerleaders, all dressed to the T, not no mismatch, none of this, none of that. The choreography was phenomenal. The band has been one of the top bands in the country. That Friday night football atmosphere that was played on Saturday is one of the best I've ever seen. And it's always been like that.
Yeah.
And that is the way that high school football should be. I kind of get a little irritated with the way Northern California, we don't really do it like that. I know when I was living in Atlanta, schools in Georgia do it like that. Texas is huge with the football. SoCal is huge with that experience. And I think the kids deserve that, man. That shit was lit, I might say.
It was. The atmosphere is lit. And I'd say this too. I don't think we really fully know what we're doing, because people keep saying doing what we doing. I don't know what the hell we doing. We just on here just talking shit, goddamn it. But
we bring in light to something that needs to something that needs light being brought to it. I think it's a great platform, especially when we have the young men get on here and shoot the shit with us. I
ain't gonna lie, bro. We be amping up these high schools, bro, because some of these we be literally throwing fire at them, because some of these high school teams be winning games that they shouldn't be winning. And you know what's crazy? The first thing they all do is come on the comment section, bro. They don't even go to their mamas and stuff first, bro. They come right in the comment section. What about Jake? What about Marsh now? What they got to say? Bro, that's the first thing they do. They don't even do nothing, man. They don't even pray before they eat, but they come right up in the comments.
All right.
It's okay. We know it comes with the territory.
Yeah, and here's the reality. Whether it's a nice comment, whether it's insulting, whatever, we're getting the views. We're getting watched. We're getting the exposure for the kids. And that's all I really care about. I mean, this people commenting in sections or, negative stuff or whatever.
I want to say something too. I want to add this in there. Sanaa Thomas, number 17 from Reardon. That man has the best hands in all of California too.
Oh, man.
That boy got the best hands, boy. Right. If you was seeing the stuff he was catching on that night, boy, it was sensational, bro. He has the best hands.
Where's he going, Carl?
Tonight, I don't know where he's going, but he needs to go somewhere. His number 17, he is big time. Tonight, Thomas,
senior.
Yes, he's a senior. He's box office. He's 6'3", long arms, great hands. He reminds me of DeAndre Hopkins.
Let me ask Coach Deere.
Hey, what about the catch number 2 from Pittsburgh, man? That's going to University of Arizona.
Oh yeah, he's nice. I've been saying RJ was that boy.
That man was getting pass interfered all the way down the field in the end zone and one hand that thing. Like, y'all.
Yeah, but Sanaa Thomas also catch a one-handed interception diving. So Sanaa Thomas got the best hands in California, bro. That boy got mitts. Sanaa Thomas has the best hands of California, boy. That boy snagging them things. I said, God damn, what? I don't know where he's going. I need to find out, but I'm pretty sure when we clip this up, someone's going to say it, but that's another kid. He's one of those 5 kids I remember. Remember I said, Jake, that we're going to see on Sundays?
Yeah.
He's one of them, God damn it.
I just texted Adir to see where he's going. We'll see if he gets back to me or not.
Shout out to Adir, man, too, bro. Real dude. Shout out to San Francisco for coming out there to support Reardon. It was jumping out that joint. But I will say this, boy, I went over there to that Reardon side, boy. It smelled like straight dro over there, boy. I got contact high so much when I went over there to that Reardon side. I said, damn, what y'all smoking on? Is it a dispensary in this bitch? Dog, it was crazy, boy. But I was on that Falsman sideline, clean, soothing air. As soon as I went over there to that Reardon sideline, boy, that joint was straight dro.
Hey,
I love you.
We can't forget about SI.
Yeah.
SI won their game, so SI is going down south too. I forget who they played. I think they beat one of those teams from the East Bay. Monte Vista. Did they beat They beat Monte Vista.
Yeah.
What is that? Area, Monte Vista, the Mustangs, right?
Monte Vista, the Mustangs. Yeah, they'd be there. So they must have been either section. They must have been section champions in some division, right? To play in that game. And then they played SI beat them. So SI is going to one of the bowl games down there. So shout out to the city, man. 2 teams. 3 Balboa. Reardon, SI, Balboa, all going down south.
I want to give a shout out to San Francisco because I'm going to be honest with you. For the longest, San Francisco football was not looked at taken real serious. I'm going to be honest with you. Especially when I was back in high school, back in the late 90s. It was terrible. I'm gonna just be honest. So I'm happy for San Francisco doing their thing, and especially Reardon, because that's big. That's really big. That's very big. To have 3 teams in the postseason this deep is big.
Oh yeah, that is that is deep. Shout out to San Francisco, the prettiest city in the world. Quote unquote.
Yeah, parts of it. Parts of it is the pretty. Don't go to the tenderloins, but yeah, dog. That was some good stuff, dude. For real. Yeah.
But we have a special guest. Also, we have a coach at Bishop O'Dowd, the DC. He wanted to hop in and give his kids some light. Added here. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are y'all?
I'm doing good, man. Shout out to Bishop O'Dowd. Y'all will be representing us. What is that, D6?
For the NCS, we was D6, and then we got bumped up to D5 AA.
Okay.
For the state playoff.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Shout out to y'all representing Oakland. I'm kind of mad y'all beat my boys, though, but it's all good. I ain't mad at it. Huh?
Chico?
Nah, Diablo.
Oh, Mount Diablo.
That's still my people over there, though. I was kind of mad at that, but
they had a pretty good running back.
Yeah,
he's pretty good. He's a big guy. He gave us a couple trouble.
You said what, Marsh?
Talking about my homeboy son.
Yeah, number 1.
Campbell.
Yeah.
Yep, Campbell.
Yeah, shout out to his pops, man. He was my high school teammate when I was at Berkeley High before I went to Mac. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, rest in peace to his dad. He had like 2 60+ yard runs on us.
They just couldn't finish.
We hawked him both times. Stopped him on the goal line both times.
Was he playing defense too? Because I think they had him at end when they played.
Yeah, at DN. He was playing running back in DN.
He a dog, man. You know. It's just,
Yeah, he good. He's a D1, just even body wise, just the frame. He's
yeah, he ripped. He definitely good body. But so talk about Bishop Adow for a little minute. The floor is yours. I'm gonna let you speak your Islam.
Well, we just went up to Chico, beat them 23-20. That got sealed on defense at the end.
Yeah.
That was a tough game. I'm not gonna lie. That was a tough game. It was back and forth. Every week we making a goal line stand. And I think that was the difference in the game. We stopped them, I think, 3 times in the red zone. I think we blocked a PAT once. I mean, not a PAT. No, yeah, we blocked a PAT. We blocked a field goal, and we forced a fumble on the 1 yard line.
Oh,
so that was really the difference in the game. But our running back, I don't know if you guys heard of him, Lamar Ellis. He's crazy. He had to play 50-yard run. He jumped over 2 people. Yeah, he transferred over from James Logan. So he had to sit out the first 6 games. I think he had 5 games of preseason league, and then our 4 games of playoffs so far. He's up to probably 1,400 yards rushing just off of that. He's
up to 1,400 yards rushing.
He's crazy. He probably has maybe at least 3-4 games close to 200 yards or more. Yeah.
Oh, the hell up. Hold on.
So I think here's the thing. You sitting on top of the hill.
Oh.
So it's kind of me being from the town and just historically, BOD really could put together a De La Salle type run if I don't want to go too far into it, but I think you know what I'm alluding to. If y'all do what y'all need to do administratively.
I mean, what I can say, it's an academic school at the end of the day.
No. We
So we just deal with what we get.
I know, beautiful campus. It was under construction years ago, and when I came to the game last, y'all played MAC. Me, Antonio Davis, and a couple other guys on the sideline watching the game. I'm like, damn, BOD look good now. How you walk in, got the little field turf lounge area in the middle, and then you the basketball gym, and then you go down the stairs to the football stage. It's a nice setup, very nice.
That basketball gym new. I went to Odell. I graduated in 2014. So we didn't have that. We didn't have that gym when I was there. And even the football field. I live around the corner from Odell. So the football field used to be like dirt and grass when I was growing up. By the time I got up there, they had just put the lights in, the turf, and all that stuff. And then that where the new gym is was just a parking lot. That was our senior parking lot. The only seniors get to park on campus. I went off college, whatever. By the time I got back, so I've been there 4 years. It's my 4th year. When I got back, the gym was done. I think it had just got done the year before. So probably, I guess, right after COVID, the gym had just got done. That gym nice. I wish it was there when I was there, but the gym nice. The field, they got more stuff they got to do, but we're a little cramped up there, but it's nice over there.
Wait, this dude really got 1,100 yards in 8 games. Well,
He probably ain't updated because he played 5 games of league. He had to sit out the first 5 games. So
right.
He played 5 games of league, and then
3 playoff games.
4 playoff games.
4 players.
10-4 now. Yeah.
And he has 17 touchdowns.
Yeah. So I would say the changing point in our season, 2 things. So I didn't start the year as defense coordinator. I was just the defensive backs coach. I took over in week 5. Week 6, we got our 3 main transfers back because they had to sit out. There's one kid, we call him Cheat Code. It's Brian. He's electric. He's the fastest person on our team. If you look at any of the games, he's the one taking back punt returns, kick returns. He's taking off. And then we got Lamar Ellis, and then our QB, the starting QB now, is CJ. So those three came. We switched some things up on defense, and since then we lost one game.
Yeah, I was at the Army. I was at the Armio game, and so I don't know how much different y'all look because I haven't seen y'all play. But I was out there when y'all played Armio.
Yeah, those three players didn't play, and then we just had things. Just it looked a lot different. Definitely looked a lot.
Yeah,
different.
I look way different from Armio game. Then.
Yeah, so I think Armio. That was just an opening game. We didn't get into a lot. We didn't do a lot on defense. I don't think our defense really started playing good until later in the season for real.
Till you took over. It's all right. You can say it, brother. You the antidote.
When I took over, the defense started balling. But
yeah. Just say you the antidote. It's all right, brother. You can say whatever you want.
I mean, I'm still running the same thing. So
you got people smoking cigars, so it's good.
Yeah, our head coach was my head coach when I played.
Yeah.
So I know his whole defense like the back of my hand. So I just really it's the same defense. I just put some different people in different places and started picking what I think the kids can do the best. And that's really what I think was the difference. Like we probably blitz a lot more because I'm a blitzing person. I'm a blitz everybody, and my DBs, you need to show that you want to go to the college level.
You just like me. That's my thought process too, bro. When you got good DBs, you know how much stress that takes off your defense? A lot of people don't know that. I know you got to give credit to front seven and front sevens do, please.
Yeah.
But,
pressure bust pipes or make diamonds.
Yeah.
And that's my philosophy in high school. Most high school quarterbacks not going to handle pressure really well. And so I'm blitzing.
Especially DBs that can run?
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to say, dear CIF, can we stop penalizing these kids for transferring?
Yeah.
Please stop it. Let's stop. Dear CIF, stop penalizing these young men and women for transferring schools for a better opportunity.
Because you don't do it to SoCal, you CIF.
Southern I was about to say.
Y'all let SoCal transfer, and the motherfucker lives in Oakland. And he go to Notre Dame, and how in the hell is he able to play?
Let's talk about it, because they really taking a lot of our talent.
We're going to talk about it. A lot of SoCal football players in high school are from the fucking
They're
Bay.
from the Bay. Yeah. Mater Dei had a guy, I think, last year. That was their running back.
No, hold on. I coached him. Raleigh Brown was a 5-star. The one year I coached high school at Edison and Stockton. He's from here, right here. He played 2 years here, then he transferred to Mater Dei.
Yeah.
He was on the stage.
He's going for a better opportunity. I don't blame him, but they not making people sit out and all this extra stuff when they go down there. They do whatever they want to do.
I want to hear a funny story. Y'all want to hear a funny story? 1996, right? So I'm from North Oakland. I'm from Bushrod. So I played Berkeley Cougars, Pop Warner. So our coaches at Pop Warner was funneling all the kids to Berkeley High. Now, most of us was from West Oakland, East Oakland, North Oakland, right? So I played at Berkeley High before I went to McClymonds. Coach Mike Tuiasosopo, shout out to Coach T. He's the D-line coach at K-State. He was our head coach at Berkeley High, turned the program around. We was like that. We sent Juwan Cherry, Hannibal Navies, went D1. Then the class of 96 was Marcus Williams, Rashidi Barnes. I'm 97. After them 2 years, they left. We didn't have no coach. So we got a new coach. I played my in week 3 of my senior year at Berkeley High. I transferred from Berkeley High to McClymonds on a Monday and played that Friday.
Wow.
Things different.
Senior year. So I just snitched on myself because I was using my grandparents' address in Berkeley, my mom's parents, to go to Berkeley High. So I just snitched on myself. Hey, man, I live around the corner from Mac. I shouldn't even be going to Berkeley High anyway. They approved it. Case closed. But that'll never happen again.
Yeah, well, I mean, shoot, even when I was in high school, a lot of kids from Oakland went to B High. I had a lot of friends. I'm from East Oakland, so I I had a lot of friends that went to Beehive, and they was all from Oakland, like from the north, from the west, like whatever. It was people from East Oakland. I don't know how, but that's just what it was. Like a lot of people. But Beehive was the place to be in high school when I was in high school. Like
Well,
everybody went over there. It was turn.
In the 90s, we were good. Like this was the league: Berkeley High, Pinole Valley, Pittsburgh High, De La Salle, Monte Vista, Liberty, and Antioch.
Shit, pretty good.
That was like SEC Northern California football.
Yeah.
So, Jake, my question, you probably know, who is the head of the Northern CIF?
The whole thing? Well,
Yeah.
So it doesn't work like that. So the way it works is you have these 7, I think, sections, right? You got NCS, you got CCS, you got SJS, and so you have one commissioner for each of those sections, right? Then when you get down to the state thing, there is a state commissioner. I forget what his name is. It's probably in Southern California. But it's very regional. They're trying to do a better job of getting it aligned because right now, like for example, the CCS, they start a solid week after us. And so they're trying to get everybody aligned so that all the NorCals and everything kind of line up better. But there is no, to answer your question, I don't think there's one czar that kind of runs it all. It's all these sections kind of operate independent, which is not good, by the way.
No.
And that's why it's screwed up. You know, my suggestion in my 30 years of doing this, and I've watched so much of the transfer stuff and everything else, give them that free transfer, right? After you get into high school, right? You go wherever you want out of 8th grade, right? You get to high school, you hate where you're at your freshman year. Give them that one. Don't scrutinize it. Who cares where they're living? The school district will deal with that, right? The school district, if they're really worried about where they're living, will go send somebody over there to see if they have underwear in the sock drawer and all that stuff. Keep the CIF out of it. Give them the one transfer. After that, then start resources elsewhere instead of chasing kids around. Because here's the reality, right? And Coach, congratulations on you guys are having a phenomenal season. My cousin's kid played for you guys a few years ago, so I know the O'Dowd program, and you guys are doing a great job. I think. If your program is doing what you're supposed to, right, and if you're putting out a good product and helping get kids out, and you have a good reputation, then the guys are going to end up at your place. Are all of them going to end up at your place? No, there are some places in this area that they've got the fishing rod is out and the bait is heavy and they're hooking guys. I've always been a fan of build your program. Do the very best you can with coaching development, player development, strength and conditioning, outreach, and you'll get the dudes. And then just coach them, and that's it. And keep the transfer police out of it and have them do something else.
Yeah, I think as a parent myself, if when my son was in high school, I was living in Modesto at the time. I had moved back from Atlanta, so. It just his freshman and sophomore year, he's doing very well. But I knew that you needed to play more higher level football. So I moved to Stockton and he went to Edison. So that was a better fit. Now, for me, I just don't think, regardless of where you live, I think that's up to the parents. Now, I agree with what you said. Give them the one free transfer, regardless of where they live. Because now okay, boom, you get one free one. He don't have to sit out. He or she does not have to sit out, and they could do their thing. Now, the problem I do have is when you have kids bouncing around multiple. There's been cases where there's kids that went to 4 high schools. That's ridiculous. But now we know what it's really about. But at the end of the day, on the flip side of that, it's really up to the discretion of the parent because that's your child. You're trying to put your child in the best position possible to get your education paid for. Ultimately, that's what this is all about. Operation Free Education. If I got a kid that is at a school where there are schools, I won't mention no names, where the head coach been there hella long, he don't really give a shit. All he care about is him and my program. If you are a high school coach, I am really looking at you in terms, and I'm judging your success. How many kids are you getting into college? If you win in 8, 9, 10 games, 9-1, 8-2, but you sending out 10, 15 kids every year. That's better than winning the state championship, in my opinion, because that's what we all doing this shit for. It's for these young men and women to get the same opportunities that we were blessed and fortunate to get. Right? That's why I got into coaching after I played 12 years of pro, because I wanted to help these young men do what I did and do it even better, because nobody has $150,000 laying around to pay for their child to go to college. That's my spill on it.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, Coach Jelani, can y'all go down SoCal and handle business?
I think so.
Can you make us, who y'all playing?
Christian.
Oh,
Christian
okay.
Patriots. They're in El Cajon.
Yeah, I think they're like 8-7. But yeah, can y'all go out there and and put
I
on?
think so. For me, and I always tell the kids this: it's about how they decide to show up. Because I'm gonna try to put you in the best position. The rest of the coaches are gonna try to put you in the best position. It's high school kids though, so hopefully the distractions don't get to them and the whole trip itself don't get to them. But I think we got the opportunity to bring back I think there's only the second one in school history. We had one, I think, in 2016. And then, yeah, so hopefully we bring one home. And I'm excited because we got a young team too. So like 90% of my defense will be back next year. The running back I was just talking about, he a junior. The other running back I was talking about, he a sophomore. Quarterback a junior. So build on this. Let's handle this and then come back in January with something to be excited about.
Hey, before we, end the show or whatever, at the hour mark. Hey, did y'all see that? What college was it with the kid had a touchdown and ran out of bounds?
Was that?
I seen that. I think it was Buffalo.
It was Buffalo?
Yeah.
So if he gonna do that, he could at least fake the hamstring.
Yeah,
Bro, NCAA is rigged now, bro. That's why I tell him, bro, when you go to college, go get the money, bro, because it's clear as day, bro. He was trying to line.
I don't know what that was. Like, he didn't even make it believable. He just walked out of bounds. He literally just stopped running and walked out of bounds.
I don't know if you saw it, bro, but he caught a bomb or whatever. And Jake, it was a clear touchdown. He runs out of bounds, and then you see in the video, his teammate was like, "Bro, what are you doing?" And he probably turned and said, "Hey, bro, I need the money. I blew all my house."
That was 10,000 right there.
That was a good finish.
You're not gonna benefit of the doubt where it was a color bar. He thought you don't want to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Nah, he didn't even like
games, man.
He stopped running. Bro, like, he was running and like kind of just slowed down, walked out of bounds, and it was just like,
so point shaving. Is that what
you took the under on your longest TD? I have no idea what it was.
He was trying to get his homies out the hood.
Yeah, somebody told him like, "Hey, don't go for 100 this game. I'm taking the under on you." Yeah, he just walked out of bounds. I don't know.
It was a clear touchdown. The NCAA is rigged now. Damn, bro. High school sports is the last. High school and JUCO is the last of the competitive. I pray to God they don't start paying these high school kids millions, bro. It'll be over with, bro. We're gonna have to really send them to El Salvador.
Well, no. Listen, here's the thing. So they only get. I think it's only one portal window now, and it opens up in January. So here's the problem with college football and the high school. For example, now these kids can get an NIL valuation coming out of high school, right? So let's just say, I'm telling you, y'all, brace yourself. Another 3 to 5 years, there's going to be high school kids opting out of games, because I heard that they're coming up with another signing date to where you can sign with your college the summer before, like, going into your senior year. So if you got a kid that's a 5-star that had a hell of a junior year and he commit and sign that paper that summer going into, he might say, "I ain't playing."
Yeah, and you can start getting paid once you sign that paper. So
Come on,
Oh
man.
yeah, there's room. Y'all better enjoy the last of high school sports, bro. Ain't nobody gonna want to coach unless they paying top dollar, bro. If that starts to happen, you gonna see kids act ignorant. Teachers gonna act like
you making more money than me.
Bro,
What can I tell you? I can't make you go run no lap. You make
Listen,
more money than
if
me.
they start paying high school kids, we are gonna have the worst of the worst upbringing of young men, bro. I'm sorry, I'm gonna just tell you that right now. It's gonna be over with. It's gonna be bad.
But that this generation is cooked.
Bro, it's going to be worse. You're going to have kids really acting like a fool. America already got a high rate of teachers messing with kids. Now you got an 8 to 17-year-old with $100,000 and his science teacher
more than the teacher, the coach, everybody on campus.
Hey, he going to throw the money on the desk, walk away.
You're not about to fail me.
You ain't about to fail. He just going to come in and throw the money on the desk. Just like that. He just gonna throw the money on the desk. No, we do not need hell no. California already got a bad rate of hiring teachers now, boy. You pay these youngins, boy.
I have no teacher.
Yeah. Nah, that's gonna be bad, bro. I pray to God, please don't do that, please.
But congratulations, coach. I'm happy Bishop out, getting.
Go Dragons.
It wasn't always like that, man.
Go Dragons.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. And to kind of go back to what I was poking at earlier, I think you guys could really turn that thing into something else if you know. And I think that needs to be a serious conversation with the ad.
Everybody. I think it needs to be just a sit down with everybody.
BOD done. Get it done.
I don't think people realize how much money is in sports in the first place. So that's where the focus needs to transition to.
Well, here's the thing. People get their panties in a bunch because it's always student athlete. Even at the college level, a lot of these buildings, a lot of the money that comes to the institution is generated through sports.
For the sport.
So it shouldn't matter, man. Like I said, if a kid could come to a school and get an excellent education and play high and have high level athletics, that is the best of both worlds. Because I really believe the athletic. For me, I think I'm a better individual because of me playing football. And I'm talking about in life. I ain't even talking about in sports. I got a bachelor's, a master's. I have discipline. I have drive. I know how to deal with adversity. All that stemmed from me playing football since I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
Marsh, these youngins about to get some money, bro. They got to go to El Salvador. Send them to El Salvador. That'll lower the crime rate. Them kids that act right, send them to El Salvador. They don't know how cruel that El Salvador prison is.
Quick question.
Huh?
Do we think a Northern California representative
Say that again. You keep skipping.
in the open?
Say that again.
Can De La Salle win the Open?
Let's go in the open.
Maybe.
I'm 3 weeks off hurt, bro.
How long is Santa Margarita off? 2 or 3? 2?
Are they off 2-2?
Yeah. So, because ours is not aligned with SoCal. So,
And that's what we need to do to make it fair.
yeah.
Next year it will be. Next year they'll line it up. That's why we're making all these changes right now to line it up.
Yeah, they're changing stuff at NCS. I think they're trying to add another division in. I don't know. It don't make sense.
And to end it off with this, like I said, bro, I was telling, like we were saying earlier, there's other teams that need to get a piece of that open. You can't just throw it to De La Salle no more, bro. You gotta let the Folsoms, the Reardons.
That's going to be the change, I think, is they're going to play it out, right? So they're going to, instead of doing what they're doing now, which is, right, playing 2 games and then they win and then they're out for 3 weeks. I think they're going to go back to a true open bracket, just like they have in SoCal, play it out all the way, and then play a NorCal open game, which there was not one this year.
Yeah.
We could talk about the reasons why that happened, but they want to get away from that, I think, because they want to give the Reardons and the Folsoms a shot at the Spartans before the state game.
Yeah. You said what?
They should.
Yeah, they should, bro. Because it's at this point, bro, Folsom and Reardon should have got a fair share, bro. They should do. Shoot, Central East probably could have flirted with it.
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Central East.
Yeah, when I seen the score after we got out our game, I was like, oh.
Central East could damn near compete for open after what I just saw the other night, boy.
nasty.
You said what?
It was nasty.
Yeah, it was nasty. And you know, Pittsburgh had a close game with De La Salle, so it was like, could Central East make a big upset with De La Salle? The world will never know.
Well, this is probably a question for March and Coach Jelani and other people that, have kind of done this for a while. I've always thought that in this state there was an A and then there was an A plus, right? And where is that line, right? So is that plus line like Bosco, Mater Dei, now Santa Margarita, maybe Centennial, and then our best team, like just a rung down from that? That's what it's been for the last few years. Is De La Salle will go down there in the open game, and Sarah, same thing, and just get smoked by those guys because of the talent disparity.
But Jack, it's a combination of to me, and I've been saying this for some years now. If we're the CIF, state of California, to me it seems as though they play by different rules down there. So it's really not. I mean, is it fair? That all
the sections got too many different rules and stuff, and I think that's what it really come down to. Like you got SoCal and how y'all do everything is different than NCS. Their rules is different, and like even the team we're about to play, they started off the season 3-7. Up here, they wouldn't have made playoffs.
But it's a bigger geographical area too. I think that's the other thing we got to take into account is they got access to crazy numbers of kids. If you look at the population above the Grapevine, which is what we're talking about, you don't have anywhere near the sheer numbers of kids that they have access to in Orange County and LA County and places like that. So that's a piece of it too.
Yeah, I think they just, I don't know, maybe change the way all the brackets is. Everybody need their own open 1 through 7 or whatever, and then have their actual state brackets. Probably add an extra game. Maybe that helps everybody. Where you got your Folsom, your Reardon, your De La, your Central East, all of those are in one bracket rather than going down. So I feel like everybody ends up breaking off into these different brackets, and then it just looks weird.
And say what you want about Southern California, but the one thing that I give them a lot of respect for, they have all of their best in that open bracket. And you got a lot of teams that could easily win a state title, turn their stuff in 2 weeks ago because it was Murderer's Row. That open was ridiculous, man. So, you got to take that into account too. Maybe we need to go to that model.
Yeah. And then I just get tired of hearing the weak ass conversations on IG, like with Florida and Texas. Oh, well, the best teams in California is private school. Man, look, it is what it is, man. It is. And I mean, it's historically it's going to be that way because obviously the resource disparity.
Yeah.
And if you got former pro players, they're not going to send their son to a public school. They're going to, more than likely, if they got it, they're going to send them to the top private school.
Yeah, and we got too many schools. So it's like if you want to go to a good team, you're going to have to go to private school. Or, I mean, even in Oakland, I say it all the time. I'm like, we got too many schools in Oakland.
What I say before Coach got on?
Yeah.
I think it was, and I was explaining earlier, Jelani, that gentrification has played a major role in more schools being built is diluting the talent pool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because I'm going to keep it 100. My homie, Charlie Jones, ain't had no business going on the Skyline. He was supposed to be at back. He's from the West. Got the North, got the East, got the West.
Yeah, I mean, it's too many, but that's why they got their own section because there's too many schools in Oakland. And then you got too many schools in San Francisco. So it's just like,
too many schools in Sacramento.
Yeah.
They be all over the place.
True that.
Yeah, free. Shoot, man. Thanks everybody, man. Shoot, this was fun. Thank you, Coach Jelani, and we all
I
wish you well.
appreciate y'all.
Representing us to North. North cow's the best cow. I tell everybody so.
Yes, sir. Hopefully we go down there and get it. We got a short week since we got to travel, so. And that's why we always playing down there.
Yeah,
It's always been that way. We had the games at Sac State a few years ago. It was great. And they still
when does Sac State Stadium get done?
Probably never.
Not
You know what they should do? The Oakland Coliseum is vacant.
I brought this up before, and
Oakland Coliseum.
That's a good idea. Not all, but when they do got to come up here, remodel the Oakland Coliseum.
Well, look, they don't even have to remodel it. Just take that nasty ass baseball, football shit out of there.
well, it's out now because they use it for the soccer team.
Okay, so
It got turf down there. It's a turf field down there or a grass field, whatever.
put field turf in that thing and call it a day.
I think
Ain't
it
gonna
would
lie,
be
it's
cool
cold,
because
Don't turn that joint into a dome.
other states
It's too cold.
playing in your like local professional team stadium is cool to me. Like we playing at high schools.
They should play at the Chargers or Rams Stadium. They go down there.
But back in the day, if y'all remember the game, the North Coast section game was always played in the Oakland Coliseum.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was told. And I was just like, why they get away from that? Like we're playing these games, and I think once you get past that first section, you shouldn't be hosting games anymore. Everything should just be neutral. I don't understand why you got people like. I'm gonna be honest, and I felt bad after we won. We played Fortuna. I have no idea how our NCS is so like we have a school that's 4.5 hours away, and they're in our section, whatever. But you're coming all the way down here and you're playing a game, and I mean we beat them pretty well, but it's like that's traveling too far for your section championship game. Like, why are you traveling 4.5 hours away?
Yeah, and look
I
at
have no idea how they put the North Coast section together. I don't know. I don't know all
Not
that.
like they're lazy, but they do.
That's far. That's really far. And then Chico is closer. We just went to Chico. They're not in our section. They're in northern section, but they're closer than what Fortuna was. So I have no idea how it's all put together. I make it all neutral site. After the first round, make it all neutral site. That'll be easy.
Kezar is a beautiful stadium, man. That would be a great place to play.
Yes, sir.
It's ready to go.
Didn't Balboa play one of their games in Kezar?
They have a nice little stadium at Balboa. I think they play there, but Kezar would be great for like a NorCal game or a state game. I mean, that was a 49er stadium at one time.
Yeah.
It's
I
down.
think they played their section championship game at Kezar.
They did. I think they did.
Yeah, probably.
That running back over there, nice.
Yeah.
Very.
We scrimmaged him at Pitt at the beginning of the season. He nice.
Ooh.
He big.
No. Shh.
What running back?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you later.
You'll see.
Here you go.
No, I'm being for real. Don't do that. Know why? Be quiet. Well, it's a bit. You gonna smoke that stick, Jake?
I am. I'm gonna go in the yard, turn on the fire pit,
Yes.
and hit that up.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
I appreciate y'all. I'm about to head right back into this film.
Get it done. Man. Good luck. Good
We
luck.
got work to do. Make
Yeah,
us
I got
proud.
work to do, and I still gotta go teach. I use my PTO to not be teaching on Thursday and Friday, but it is what it is.
Hey, get that dub, bro. Get that dub.
That's all I'm focused on.
Hey,
right now.
y'all get a ring. Can I get a custom one? Greg,
You said what?
if y'all get a ring, can I get one too? Give me a custom one.
Hey, if we can get extra.
Yeah, y'all get extras.
Hey, I don't have no hardware. That's why I tell all my kids. I say y'all doing it for me because I didn't get nothing in high school. It's the farthest I've ever went.
If you can, yeah, for sure. You throw me a little ring over there in the side, man.
I'm about to add some lines on my Letterman jacket with coaching accolades because I didn't have nothing in high school when I played.
Shit, me and you both. But shoot, y'all enjoy y'all nights, bro. It was fun, bro. I appreciate y'all, man.
You guys take care.
Deuces.